What's up, y'all? I thought I knew how to do this. I was trying to create a background. No, I don't know how to do it. Push it back. All right, so this is I should have put marathon. Let me see. Okay. What is this? Day 83. I was supposed to go live this morning, but there's a lot going on as usual. 8300. I think it's 83. Oh my goodness. Is it 83? Yeah, I went live yesterday. Feel like it's just got slow. Description. Leaves. Finish. Okay. So y'all know my live Spanish learning. Y'all know my Spanish learning marathons. I call them cramming jams. Okay, I'm just put that for now. Cause I be tired. Hey, oh, somebody's in the chat. Beats by Jones. Hey. My face is always cut out. I mean, I do that intentionally. If you look at all my videos, I do that intentionally. So y'all can focus on the Spanish learning, okay? Let me see. All right, y'all. It's okay. So I was looking through the exploring and stuff. We got to do this. I don't know what day, when, maybe, because I was supposed to be going live on weekends, but I couldn't figure out what to do because we can't watch movies together. I wonder if, like, unless it's like public, what is it called? A part of the public domain, right? Copyright free and all that. So I was supposed to be looking up um some free Spanish movies so that we could watch Spanish movies together. Uh as I do that, as I figure out a way to let us watch Spanish movies together, um I just was going through this the program that I've used, the Mango language. And that's when I discovered these other tools or other things that are a part of our Spanish learning. This right here is like this is affirmations, and I love this. Oh my God, it's like meditation. So I was listening to the meditation. You can listen to it in English and read in Spanish. You can listen to look. It tells you the audio. You can listen to it and read it together in Spanish. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. So we're going to do that eventually. I don't know what this is. I have to play with it. Mango Reader. Use our new Chrome extension translation. Okay, this is translation. So yeah, and I was going through vocabulary. Look at this. Like this they have places in schools, classroom objects, and this is more like flashcards for the different they go to math, different subjects. Feminine nouns that take L. I think they had irregular something here, construction. So, listen, if you are trying to learn Spanish so you can get yourself a hard working Mexican man, you can learn construction words so you can talk to them. Yeah. But today for our I don't know how long I'm gonna do this, and y'all know I have to do it in parts because we are so far along. We are doing our marathon, so we go back to unit 1. We are going all the way back to unit 1. Can y'all see? Wait, yes. Why am I bigger? Hold on. How do I switch that? No. 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 Oh, here we go. All right. So we go back to unit 1, chapter 1, lesson 1, and we go through all of it. We are going all the way down till we get to chapter 2 of unit 2. So it's going to take us a while. Hopefully we are finished by Monday so that we can start chapter 2. We'll see, because this is supposed to be my second round today of lessons. Of lessons. So I already missed a round, y'all.
Listen to the following conversation. By the end of this chapter, you'll be ready to have conversations like this one.
Hola, ¿cómo está usted?
Buenos días. Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted?
Estoy bien también. Gracias.
¡Qué día tan frío!
Bueno, que tenga un buen día.
Igualmente. Adiós.
And just so y'all know, sometime in the future, I have to plan it out. We will also be having, I don't know if I'm going to do the homework live because I still got kids, but I'm going to attempt to do a live maybe when they first go to sleep if I'm not working, and we're going to do our homework together, which is all the content from Cram and Jam, or our what do you call these, marathons, and we just do one a day, so we'll end up doing 2 lessons a day, the current lesson and one past lesson in order, but one past lesson, so that we don't have to do Cram and Jams, and that way we can focus on movies and stuff like that.
Let's learn how to say hello.
Hola.
Hola.
Did you notice that although
Hola.
starts with the letter H, it is not pronounced? The letter H is always silent in Spanish. Nice. Now practice saying hello.
Hola.
Hola.
To say good morning, you would say
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Now try and say good morning.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Good job so far. Now think of the way to say hello, good morning.
Hola, buenos días.
Hola, buenos días.
Notice it's buenos días, people. Buenos días, personas. Oh, do y'all remember the other word for the word for people? If you remember the word for people, put it in the chat or in the comments if you're watching on the replay. I think it is, hold on, because we just learned this. Gentes. Gentes.
All right, let's learn how to say good afternoon. Listen
Buenas
closely and
tardes.
repeat.
Buenas tardes.
Remember, buenas tardes, buenos días.
You have now seen two different versions of the word for good
Buenos.
and
Buenas.
the alternation between
O.
and
A.
is related to grammatical gender, which you will learn more about later in this chapter. For now, just focus on remembering the phrases as a whole.
Buenos días.
And
Buenas tardes.
good afternoon
Buenas tardes.
is used from 12 p.m. all the way until 6 p.m. Let's hear you say, good afternoon.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Now, how do you say, hello, good morning?
Hola, buenos días.
Hola, buenos días.
Let's hear you say, good afternoon.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Let's learn how to say, good evening, good night.
Buenas noches.
In Spanish,
Buenas noches.
can be used as both a greeting and a farewell. In most Spanish-speaking countries, when entering a home, it is customary to greet everyone in the room by shaking his or her hand when you enter. It is also customary for two women, or a man and a woman who know each other well, to kiss on the cheek. Let's hear you say, good evening, good night.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Notice it's buenas noches. Buenas tardes. And en la mañana es buenos días.
Now, how do you say, hello, good morning?
Hola, buenos días.
Hola, buenos días.
Let's hear you say, good afternoon.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Let's hear you say, good evening, good night.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Nice. Now practice saying, hello.
Hola.
Now try and say, good morning.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Let me see if anybody, okay, no comments. I gotta keep checking the comments because I'll be missing people when they, what you call it?
Now try and say, it is crowded on Saturdays.
What? Why would I, are we still on unit 1? Yeah. They made
Let's
me-
hear you say, it's in a dangerous zone.
Es en zona, zona, peligrosa.
Está en una zona peligrosa.
Está, lo siento, está en una zona peligrosa.
Try to say, it is crowded on Saturdays.
Está, y, yan, wait, how you say it? Ayan, or Lord, I don't forgot how to say. I forgot the word. De. Antes. Full of people. I forgot how to say full. Ayan de antes. In sábado.
Está lleno de gente los sábados.
Lleno. Okay. I got that one wrong, y'all. Está
Lleno.
lleno de gente los sábados.
What's the meaning of,
Quiero comer algo diferente.
Quiero comer algo diferente. Which comer algo diferente, algo. See, this is stuff I just learned. Why are they giving me this? What Different. Wait, what? What food? Algo diferente. No sé.
I want to eat something
Oh,
different.
quiero. Sí, quiero. I want to eat algo, something different. Okay. Y'all, I just learned this. I don't know why they giving me this.
What does it mean when you say,
Vamos a un restaurante tradicional.
Let's go to the restaurant. Let's go to the restaurant. Let's go to a traditional restaurant.
let's go to a traditional restaurant? Now try and say, good job.
Buena trabajo.
Buen trabajo.
Buen trabajo.
Do you remember how to say, who knows?
¿Sabe?
¿Quién sabe?
¿Quién sabe?
Okay, now try to say, how do you say,
¿Cómo se dice?
¿Cómo se dice?
what's the way to say, what is the answer?
¿Cuál es la peligrosa? No.
¿Cuál es la respuesta?
Respuesta. ¿Cuál es la respuesta?
Now try and say, ready?
¿Listo o lista?
¿Listo? ¿Lista?
Try to say, it is crowded on Saturdays.
Esta, esta. I can't see this
Está
word.
lleno de gente los
Lleno,
sábados.
lleno, 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 lleno. Está lleno de gente los sábados.
What's the meaning of,
Quiero comer algo diferente.
Quiero comer algo diferente. I want to eat something different.
I want to eat something different? Now try and say, good job.
Bien trabajo.
Buen trabajo.
Buen. No, because I said
Do
bien.
you remember how to say, who knows?
¿Qué sabes? ¿Qué sabe?
¿Quién sabe?
¿Quién sabe?
What's the way to say, what is the answer?
¿Qué está la
¿Cuál es la respuesta?
respuesta? ¿Cuál es la respuesta?
Try to say, it is crowded on Saturdays.
Está
Está lleno de gente los sábados.
lleno, 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 lleno. I'm going to have to figure that one out another way, y'all. Because I'm just going to have to say yes, because I got to.
Now try and say, good job.
Bien trabajo.
Buen trabajo.
Do you remember how to say, who knows?
¿Sabe?
¿Quién sabe?
¿Quién sabe? I'm going to have to
What's the way to say, what is the answer?
¿cuál es la how do you say answer? ¿Cuál es respuesta?
¿Cuál es la respuesta?
¿Cuál es la respuesta? Yeah, look at that. This is the stuff I just learned. I don't know
If
what
you're in a formal setting, to say, how are you? You'd use,
¿Cómo está usted?
¿Cómo está usted?
here's how you would say, how.
¿Cómo?
¿Cómo?
Let's see if you can say, how. Try this one. Let's see if you can
¿Cómo?
try this one,
Estar.
which means to be.
Estar.
Estar.
Is one of two verbs meaning to be in Spanish. It is mostly used for temporary states of being, like feelings or the weather. Now, how do you say to be?
Estar.
Estar.
Let's see if you can say how.
¿Cómo?
¿Cómo?
Now, how do you say to be?
Estar.
Estar.
To say you are. Formally, you can say
Está.
Está.
in Spanish
Está.
is the form of the verb
Estar.
used when saying he, she, it is, or you are in a formal way. In a formal setting, how would you say you are?
Está.
Está.
Let's see if you can say how.
¿Cómo?
¿Cómo?
Now, how do you say to be?
Estar.
Estar.
In a formal setting, how would you say you are?
Está.
Está.
This is how you'd say you in a formal setting.
Usted.
Usted.
How do you say you in a formal situation?
Usted.
Usted.
Let's see if you can say how.
¿Cómo?
¿Cómo?
Now, how do you say to be?
Estar.
Estar.
In a formal setting, how would you say you are?
Está.
Está.
How do you say you in a formal situation?
Usted.
Usted.
Try your best to say, how are you? When used in a formal setting.
¿Cómo está usted?
¿Cómo está usted?
Let's try something new. How would you formally say, hello, how are you?
Hola. ¿Cómo está usted?
Hola. ¿Cómo está usted?
Here's how to say today.
Hoy.
Hoy.
Let's hear that again.
Hoy.
Hoy.
Nice. Now practice saying today.
Hoy.
Hoy.
Now, can you figure out how to say, hello, how are you today?
Hola.
In a formal situation.
Hola. ¿Cómo está usted hoy? Oh, almost fell.
Hola, ¿cómo está usted hoy?
You are. Translates informally to
Estás.
Estás.
notice that the formal way to say you are
Está.
becomes
Estás.
when used informally.
How I remembered this was I said, remember you want to add the S por tu S's to amigos. Like, you know, in America, the Spanish people say, oh, ¿qué pasa ese? So you have the essay, like the letter. It's a play on words. It's a play on words. So ese for the letter ese. So tu amigo is considered an ese, right? So always remember that it's informal for your friend. La letra ese.
What's the casual way to say you are?
Estar.
Estás.
Estás informal.
To say you in a casual setting, you would say
Tú.
Tú.
in Spanish, the use of pronouns is not necessary when the person whom you are speaking about is easily understood from context. This is because in Spanish, the verb endings change to indicate the person being referred to. It's not always necessary to use the informal you
Tú.
because it is reflected in the verb ending. But the formal form of you
Usted.
is often used. This is because it is not totally obvious from the form of the verb whom the speaker is referring to.
Está.
Is used for
Usted.
you, formal,
Él.
he, and
Ella.
she. This is something that happens with all the verbs in Spanish. Keep in mind that these three persons will always have the same form of the verb, just like in English when we say he is, she is, and it is. How would you informally say you?
Tú.
Tú.
What do you think would be the way to say, how are you? to someone in an informal situation.
¿Cómo es? ¿Cómo estás? ¿O estás? With an S?
¿Cómo estás?
Told you. ¿Cómo estás?
If you're in an informal situation, how would you say, "Hello, how are you?"
Informal. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Let's learn how to say she.
Ella.
Ella.
Okay, now try to say she.
Ella.
Ella.
Based on what you already know, how would you say, "How is she?"
¿Cómo está ella? Oops.
¿Cómo está ella?
Remember, you could have also said,
¿Cómo está
without saying,
Ella.
as long as the person whom you are speaking about is clear from the context of the conversation. To say he, you would say,
Él.
Él.
do you remember how to say he?
Él.
Can you figure out how do you remember how to
Él.
Can you figure out how to say how is he?
¿Cómo está él?
¿Cómo está él?
Do you remember how to say hello, how are you? In a formal setting.
Hola, ¿cómo está usted?
Hola. ¿Cómo está usted?
Nice. Now practice saying today.
Hoy.
Hoy.
In a formal setting, how would you say, hello, how are you today?
Hola, ¿cómo está usted hoy?
Hola, ¿cómo está usted hoy?
What's the casual way to say you are?
Mm, ¿Estás?
Estás.
How would you informally say you?
Tú.
Tú.
How would you informally say, hello, how are you?
Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Tú?
Hola.
¿O
¿Cómo estás?
Okay, now try to say she.
ella?
Ella.
What's the way to say, how is she?
¿Cómo estás ella?
¿Cómo está ella?
¿Cómo está ella?
Do you remember how to say he?
Él.
Él.
How do you say, how is he?
¿Cómo está él?
¿Cómo está él?
All right, y'all. So there's the first half. I will be back. What time? Give me 2 hours. I will be back in 2 hours. I'm gonna take a nap. And then I will come back for part two. Part two, we're gonna do a little bit more than what we just did. So we'll be doing 2 lessons. I'll be back and we'll do a lot more. I need a nap. I'm tired. All right, I'll see y'all in a few. Bye.